All right, hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician for Monument Traders Alliance and trade of the day. And in today's video, I want to go over the indexes and also a fresh trade setup that I am looking for entry into this week. All right, so first things first, let's start with the SPY. Now, this blue line, if you are new to my videos or new to watching me mark up charts, this blue line is +3 ATR. That's average true range. And this one down here is -3 ATR. Or average true range. Now, when you get up here to the top here, it's +3 ATR. It is very often for the indexes to consolidate, maybe pull back before continuing high, right? So we're up here at +3 ATR. So I want to start with that idea that the indexes are extended. The Qs, as a matter of fact, are even higher. They're at about +4 ATR. Let me actually watch this. Let me copy this. I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to change it from 3 to 4. So we can see, look at this. They are at 4, outside of 4 ATR. Very, 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 very rare air here on the Qs, okay? I mean, you can go back and kind of see when we've hit 4 ATR in the past, kind of what happens, right? It's very, very difficult for these things to maintain at 4 ATR, right? It's very, very, very tough. Going back through, we almost hit it right here. It kind of came back in. And then we really haven't been outside of 3 until just now. So I am saying this with a huge grain of salt. I am long until I'm proven wrong, but I believe that a pullback is coming. Possibly this week, maybe Thursday, Friday, maybe end of this week. We will have to wait and see. But I believe a pullback is probably coming. Now, with that said, I have like one tiny little hedge, and the rest of everything I've got right now is long and has been. So, I'm using the trend as my friend, but when it ends, I won't be terribly surprised. And when it does end, it's not going to be the end. I'm not going to say that, but when it pulls back, I'm going to be down here with a big smile on my face, reloading all of my favorite names, right? So anyway, be aware of where we are structurally on the indexes. But with that said, I have a great setup, and guess what? It's a long, it's a long setup in Google here. So Google, if we zoom out, let me just go to a weekly chart here to show you. Let me hide all these drawings from my previous notes and trades. We're near all-time highs, right? Now, Google here has been consolidating up in this pattern, right? And has a really nice daily squeeze. And as you can see here, the momentum on this indicator, the momentum is shifting on the daily squeeze. So what I want to do now is buy the first pullback in Google. And we talked about this one today in Daily Profits Live. And we were talking about, even down here on the lows, we talked about it and we said, hey, you know what? Maybe we want to start picking up some Google here soon. And I said, I think, gang, with as extended as the indexes are, I think if we wait, and I could be wrong, but I think if we wait, we may get an entry down here off of some of this lower VP support in through here, a little bit below that 21 EMA on the daily. So what I'm looking for in Google is a pullback to about 173, maybe 174, somewhere in that range between 173 and 174. And then what I want to do is actually play it long for a move into earnings, which are on July 23rd. Okay, so if we go over here, let's put in Google and let's go look at the options. So we've got July 23rd. So I'm going to go the week after, the week that includes, the expiration after that July 23rd date, which is July 26th. Let's go look at these options here. And I will probably do the, if we pull back to like 173, I'll do the 175s. They'll be slightly either, right at the money, the $175 calls in Google that expire on July 26th. Okay, that is the week of earnings, and I'm paying up for those calls on purpose because if I'm buying calls during the earnings week, my calls are going to have some premium protection, right? Because the IV is going to remain elevated in that series because of the known volatility event earnings. So what I want to do is try and pick it up around 173 to 174, somewhere in through here. I will then target a run higher into earnings. I actually think Google can get up to 200. I don't know if it's going to get there before earnings or not. It kind of depends on what the rest of the indexes and the market do, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. A move higher, maybe up to 185 to 190 would be a good target out of this trade here, out of this squeeze here, and then a stop on a close below, we'll say 170 right in through here. So if Google cannot hold 170, if we're in at 174, I think 170 as a stop and 190 plus as a target make a ton of sense. Okay, so I'll get that marked up and over to you, but that's what I'm looking at for Google, and I'm going to go ahead and get an alert right here. We'll do a 173.75, and we'll see if our patience pays off this week, waiting for a pullback in Google to go ahead and get long. All right, that's what I've got. I hope it helps, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.